Okay, welcome. Another trade recap. For this time it's for the PM session, but another loss unfortunately. Did end up losing around $2,800 in this trade. So takes a total loss for the day up to $5,500. But you know, can't have your winning days without your losing days, so gotta take it all with a pinch of salt. So we'll start on the daily time frame again. Bit of an ARL to IRL trade today. So bit of a mixed bias on the daily. Again, 4 hour, extremely bullish. We did have this PO3 and then with accumulation, and then we manipulated down here into this daily gap here, and now we're seeing a very good push up. So I was very bullish coming into the PM session, but we'll see why I got stopped out in a second. So again, hourly, fairly bullish. However, this hourly gap at the time of when I entered, it had not inversed yet, but clearly we don't really care too much about that inversion, but we might just be putting in the candle for the open, low, high close, but we never know. So moving on to the 15, I did have these 15 minutes marked out as well as these 5 minutes marked out, but this 5 minute was definitely a key area for me and one of the main reasons I entered. And I entered purely because we did have SMT with AS in this gap, as they never came down and touched it. But going back down to the 1 minute, we did have this sell model with a manipulation into a POI, which was an hourly fair value gap. And again, we did have SMT with AS into this gap. So coming into the PM session, I was extremely bullish, but I didn't really get an entry here as we never really had a proper power of three accumulation, manipulation, and distribution leg. And we just immediately started to distribute after we tapped into this gap. So coming into the trade, I was watching price, waiting for it to come down into one of my PD rays. But now clearly we see we have tapped into this 15 and we have shown a good reaction off of it. So dropping back down to the 1 minute. Basically, I saw this reaccumulation and then we had a manipulation down into this 5 minute gap, as well as having SMT with AS inside of this gap. So that was a pretty good sign for me to enter, and I just needed some extra confirmations. We did get a change in state of delivery here, but I did see this 1 minute gap formed, so I did want to see that get respected before I entered. So we did in fact respect this gap, and I entered off a change in state of delivery above this level. And as you can see, price just didn't really want to go in my favor. So yeah, unfortunate, can't really do anything about it. One of the main reasons why I did think I lost this trade is because of this SMT we have with AS. I didn't really think it would matter as we were coming up so close to it, and we almost did break the SMT, but clearly it was enough for us to push back down and not go the direction I wanted this trade to play out. So I'll probably rate this setup an A setup. All my boxes were ticked in my checklist apart from us having SMT. Bias was very bearish, and we did get a bullish bias. We did get a bullish PO3 occur with, I had multiple confirmations, but you know, can't really win them all. So on to the next day, I guess. Probably going to sit out for the rest of the week unless I find an A+ setup. Yeah, last week of August, not really the best price action. Gonna hope for better results next week, but can't really do anything about it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and that's today's trade recap.